Today we're looking at Sirti Tui, without a doubt the most commonly misperformed of the basic Kung Fu kicks. Now this move is pretty complicated, so I'm going to break it down step by step, and then at the end I'm going to give you a top tip which solves probably about 90% of the mistakes that I see in this move. Alright, so first we have our ready position. Now Sirti Tui tends to be trained in walking drills up and down your training space. So what we're going to do is we're going to start facing the direction we're going to go, we're going to clap our hands together, and then whichever leg we're going to kick with, we're going to turn in the opposite direction. So if I kick with my right leg, I'm going to turn to my left. If I'm going to kick with my left leg, I'm going to turn to my right. Now note that we don't just turn a full 90 degrees. Our rear foot, in this case my left, is going to be facing off towards you. My right foot, however, is going to be turned off at about 45 degrees. My hips and my torso are also going to be turned 45 degrees, and I'm going to be looking in the direction that I'm going. Arms are going to be out to the side, fingers pointing front and back. This is our ready position. Now we'll work our way up the body step by step. First, we're going to take the rear foot and step it across in front of our front foot. Note that the heel wants to be about in line with the toes, so we're not up really tight. This makes sure we've got room for the next move. Our hips and our torso are going to stay on that 45-degree angle. Next, what was our front foot is now going to kick up in front of us. Bear in mind that toes are pointing towards the ceiling as we kick. This is why our hips need to be 45 degrees. If we're turned straight to the side, we can't kick in that direction. We can go up at an angle at best, or up sideways. So maintain that 45-degree angle on the hips and kick with the toes towards the ceiling. Once you've kicked, you simply bring the foot back down next to the other one. As we kick, we're going to turn the torso away from where we're kicking. So we start at 45 degrees, we kick, and I'm going to turn my body to the left. I kick with the right foot, turn my body to the left, kick with the left foot, turn my body to the right. Next we have our arms. As we're stepping, we're going to maintain this ready position, one pointing forwards, one pointing back. And then as we kick, the rear arm is going to come over the top of our head, and then fingers pointing down towards our front shoulder, like this. The front arm is going to close across the chest. The hand is going to come underneath the rear armpit. So you come from here to here. Putting all of that together then, we have our ready position. We step across ourselves, making sure we've still got room. Body 45 degrees. We kick, turn our body to the left, front arm comes across, rear arm comes over the top. From here we simply undo the arms and bring the foot back down next to the other one. We then repeat, stepping across, kicking, arms moving. Now the number one thing to remember here that's going to solve most of your problems is looking in the right direction. So when we're walking, we are looking forwards. When we're kicking, we're looking to the side. Walking, looking forwards, kicking, looking to the side. This is really important, and the thing that most people get wrong. A lot of people will try and look in this direction when they're walking and then look forwards when they're kicking. And this just ends up being a really kind of awkward junty way where you're kind of crossed over and you're twisted, you try to kick straight up. It's just never going to work. So always look towards your front hand when you're walking, and then have your eyes follow that hand as you turn. You're not actually going to go all the way and look at the hand under the armpit, but it's making the same motion. Looking forward as we walk, turn as we kick. Looking forward to walk, turn as we kick. If you remember that key principle, you won't go far wrong with Sirti Tui. As I hinted earlier, we can do this on the other side as well. And it's exactly the same. We get into our ready position, we step across, still looking forward, and we kick and turn. Now what you're ultimately aiming for with this move is to try and get your kicking foot to hit the hand that comes up over the head. This requires a good warm-up and a fair amount of flexibility, but it is perfectly doable if you train this kick enough and you really focus on your flexibility. So there you have it, a pretty complicated move, but pretty quick to break down when you look at each step in turn. If you found this useful, make sure you give that like button a good hard marble punch, and of course click subscribe so you can stay up to date on any future content. See you soon.